Sometimes a single episode of a cartoon gives it everything it's got, and it doesn't get picked up for a series. That single episode is called a pilot, and sometimes they're really good. Like, really freaking good. Like, why wasn't this picked up and continued? A while back I made a video on some good cartoon pilots, but since then, so many new cartoon pilots have seen the light of day, with not too many eyes on them. So, that's what I'm here to do today. Check out 6 more canceled cartoon pilots and shorts that I really liked. First pilot we're gonna check out is a little cartoon called Get 'em Tommy, a 3-minute Cartoon Network short that was uploaded to the Cartoon Network YouTube channel on December 26, 2016.
A stick named Punch Punchelton. You can't punch with a stick. Enchanted stick?
The series follows, well, Tommy, along with his friends who fight off the forces of evil. The source of Tommy's powers comes from him shoving different VHS tapes into his head to gain new abilities.
You seen any spaceships around here lately?
Sure, it's right over there.
Tommy has that late 2010 Cartoon Network personality trait of being positive and excited about everything. Like, heck yeah, a grilled cheese sandwich? That's epic.
Punch. Without the stick, but I like the stick.
The show has a lot of similarities with OKKO, which at the time was also just a pilot. A young, excitable protagonist boy, his supportive and powerful mom, and the show's emphasis on fighting. The pilot had a lot of weird quirks to it, but ones I kinda grew to like. For example, all the sound effects were done with the voice actors' mouths, doing things like maybe it would just be better if I showed you.
Bombs on there!
A big reason that the show likely wasn't picked up, as well as the pilot being removed from Cartoon Network's YouTube channel altogether, is because that the show's creator, Victor Courtwright, received a huge amount of backlash for being the showrunner on the Cartoon Network Thundercats reboot. Yeah, you probably remember seeing people absolutely lose their marbles online because they Teen Titans Go'd our beloved Thundercats. So because some late 20 to 30-year-olds who were never gonna watch this Thundercats show in the first place complained about it, they went and dislike bombed the pilot episode for Get 'em Tommy, when the episode was live on YouTube. Man, that's kind of really uncool. The guy was just doing his job on a show that the network wanted, and in turn, it wasn't Cartoon Network who suffered, but Victor Courtwright himself in potentially losing his cartoon from having a series. Ugh, I hate the internet sometimes. But not you all, I love you. Get 'em Tommy may never have had the chance it deserves, but I'm showing it some love right now. And to you too, Punch Punchelton!
Punch Punchelton is awesome!
Yay!
The grim adventures of Billy and Mandy unfortunately had to come to an end sometime. But the show introduced so many lovable and wacky side characters that, hey, might as well try to do something. Thus, Underfist was born.
Oh look! The Underfist fights evil and their friends too, and they live in a volcano!
Underfist made its debut on October 12, 2008. It was an hour-long movie special that also acted as a pilot, following the crime-fighting team of losers we've seen throughout the series. Irwin, Hoss Delgado, Jeff the Spider, Fred Fredberger, and General Scar.
And this is Mr. Grouchy Pants and his mean friend, the one-eyed weirdo.
The show was most likely going to be an action crime-fighting series, with Irwin and Hoss Delgado being the main characters, which I kinda like. Irwin is a wimpy loser, so it would be fun seeing him have a lead role, and Hoss Delgado is incredibly funny in everything he does.
Okay, you play nice now.
Yes, Mommy.
The movie is what you'd expect, these characters being their goofy selves while trying to save the world from monsters. Underfist had an incredibly rough lifespan, despite how short-lived it was. Cartoon Network didn't pay for a permanent crew for a single film, so much of the work was done freelance or by Maxwell Adams, the show's creator, himself.
Not on my watch.
However, the biggest reason why Cartoon Network didn't turn this into a full series is because at the time, the president of the network had some different ideas in the direction the channel should go in, aka trash.
I don't know if I can handle all this responsibility, but I'm a grown-up now, so I don't have any choice.
Hey, do you like Newgrounds cartoons? They have such a distinct style to them. Weird faces, strange humor, and even weirder voices.
Shut up, for Christ's sake, I know how to climb a ladder. Jesus, ow, my ear.
Well, what happens when one of those animators manages to get a TV show on Adult Swim? You get Smiling Friends.
This is gonna be great, Charlie. I love helping kids. I love kids, Charlie. I love kids.
Pim, I would really not be screaming that at the top of your lungs.
Smiling Friends was created by Psychic Pebble. The show's premise is simple. Two friends named Pim and Charlie have a business, where it's their job to make people happy, no matter what. The pilot episode, of course, however, takes their job to the extreme.
Hey, little buddy, how are you doing?
Oh my god! Whoa!
Hello.
What's up, man? What's happening, big guy? What's up with the gun?
The cartoon has everything you'd expect from a Newgrounds animation. It's humor, visuals, jokes, pacing, voices, all weird and all absurd. Normally, I could see people being put off by it, but come on, it's Adult Swim. Anyone who watches Adult Swim is expecting the weirdest acid trips possible. The cartoon honestly had a lot of potential, both story-wise and weird stuff happening-wise.
Yeah, I used to know how to do an ollie on it, but forgot.
What? There's so many little nuances in the show that I can't stop laughing at, whether it be the awkward dialogue or weird things happening on screen.
I'm not accusing you. I'm simply asking.
Like, this guy is secretly living behind the refrigerator and gets upset when other people find out he's secretly living there.
By the way, for the record, you should probably knock or make yourself known next time you enter someone's place.
Dude, I don't even think you should be in here to begin with.
Yeah, not really your business though, is it?
Smiling Friends needs to continue in one way or another. Pim and Charlie are a hilarious duo, and it's refreshing to see something on Adult Swim that at least makes some sense. So this is Pinkie Malinky, a show about a wiener that goes to school.
Wiener!
A 2009 pilot that, I'm kinda glad it didn't get picked up. It's a 3-minute short, but it feels like 3 hours, with its awful pacing and annoying high-energy main character.
My legs are too scared to move.
The pilot is just too ADD and loud for anyone to really get into. It's pretty much PG Sausage Party. Loud noises and jokes about wieners.
You're not a wiener. You're not a wiener.
Definitely not a cartoon up my alley. Netflix recently picked it up though, and maybe they can do something with it. Not too sure what really, but a cartoon with a hot dog as a main character on Netflix? Yeah, this can only go well.
My middle name Takeshi is actually a word for strong in Japanese.
Okay, so here's a really charming show called Welcome to My Life.
Japanese monsters are pretty common to like cinema, but
it's a documentary-style cartoon. We follow Douglas, aka T-Cash, a talking monster who goes to a normal high school filled with humans. Normally, with a concept like this, you'd expect the show to be all chaos and crazy, with the monster character doing all kinds of wacky things, sorta like Bunsen is a Beast. But the cartoon is actually really subdued.
I totally aced my assignment.
So what was the assignment?
We were supposed to take pictures of water.
Douglas feels like a real person. He has emotions, self-awareness that he's different, and all he wants to do is live a normal life. Throughout the episode, we'll cut from traditional plot dialogue to these talking head interview segments. It's very similar to The Office in that aspect.
Will I get over it? No.
The tone and pacing is just so different. They take their time establishing the characters and having actual conversations with weight and depth.
Kind of like pushed me and I was like, well, what the heck? I was just trying to say that you look like me, you know?
Oh, yeah. I'll see you after 6th period, then we'll see what's up.
There hasn't been a children's cartoon like this in, well, ever, now that I think about it. I guess it's just so different that nobody knows if this would be successful on TV, which I totally understand. When I was a kid, I needed that constant ADD television, otherwise I'd lose interest. But I think the subject matter is just so interesting. We're following a character who looks different on the outside and gets judged for it. But on the inside, we see he's literally no different than the humans in this world. and we follow his life story through his perspective. The cartoon also doesn't use a lot of background music, having the dialogue be the true focus on everything. And of course, visually, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm not sure what this art style really is, but all I can say is that it really gives off Kirby's Dream Land 3 vibes. Welcome to My Life is such an untouched gem of a show. Its uniqueness is really where it shines, and we may never know if it has the potential to be successful on TV. But in my eyes, it's definitely a home run.
Yeah, but I don't like him trying to say stuff about me. That I'm like a version of him or something.
What's wrong with being like him?
Now, here's a cartoon that I could easily see being on TV and being successful. Trick Moon.
I know the way to chill this guy out. Zero!
The show follows Trickshot, a talking pup who's a master at archery, but he's kind of lazy, so I can get behind that.
Fine.
Along with his super energetic sister Pocket, who had one too many Skittles and is on a sugar rush. Together, they fight the forces of evil and try to release their older brother who was imprisoned inside of this magic moonstone. I really enjoyed this pilot episode. The characters are goofy and managed to get established. The brother-sister duo is always a fun matchup, and I especially grew to really love Pocket because her voice was very nostalgic for me.
Maybe he's not so bad, Trickshot. He's awful shiny.
She's voiced by Kathy Susie, who was the voice of Phil and Lil in the Rugrats, and I can't stop hearing them every time she talks. I honestly love it.
I bought this at the store.
There's also this villain who's an emo raccoon thing. I can see this fan art going in inappropriate directions. The fan base for this cartoon is very strong, and I can honestly see it getting picked up eventually. Remember, OKKO was a pilot for 4 years until eventually getting picked up. Trick Moon has that adorable fantasy action universe that I love, one where they use magic and archery, but can still play video games.
Suppose you use combo moves. How about this combo?
I like the talking animal main characters and the focus on an action show. There's not too many of those anymore. And I think this quirky world is just what we need.